Hello, I hope you are doing well. Okay, so today we will discuss about creating professional background, filter panes, and doing some designing. Okay, so I have started a new Power BI file, imported the sample data, and that is by default with Power BI. And this table, financials, where we have segment, country, product, and the sales values. So it is very important to have a dedicated calendar table always, whether it is a single table or multiple table. The date calendar is good, this calendar table. Okay, how you can create new one? Click on the modeling and click on the new table. So it will here you can enter the formula for the creating calendar table. There are multiple formulas. It is calendar or calendar auto. Here I have used the calendar auto and have created some more calculated columns, like there is a year, this is the month formula, and this is the format of the date column with the 3M, just 3 letters of the month, and this is the day. Okay, so this is text column. When we use this one, it will in a table it will sort ascending or descending based on the ABC. So we need to sort this by this column. So clicking the month and sort by with month index, it will solve that problem. Okay, so now let me show you how to make the background. You have to design in Canva, Photoshop, or something else, or even in the PowerPoint we can design professional backgrounds. So I have one ready. So it is in the canvas background, browse. Here we have the background, and if this is 100%, it will not show. We have to make this 0%, and this is normal. It should be fit, then it will fit the this page. After that, at the top we have to keep some space for the title of the page. Here I have typed the title for this page with the text box. It is text box. I usually use the font of 20 with Calibri, and based on the file the font can be different, but I have found that 20 font size is good. Okay, I have created some charts. So in this chart, what are most important? The first thing, I have created rounded corners with the border. For example, if I create new one, it will look something like this. And this is a chart. This is the date hierarchy, and this is the cells. So it will look something like this. What I have done, the first thing, the rounded corners, which is under the journal effect and visual border. If I create border, it will look something like this, but we have to change the color first. The color that I use is E6, 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 and the roundness of the corner should be 13 pixel. That is good for this page size. Okay, one thing, I do not use the default page size because most of the laptops are above this normal one, which is 720 by 1280. So I use 768 and 1366. Okay, So other thing, I always remove the titles in the axis, no title, and same thing with this, no title. And also I make this in this case I make this 100%. If it is not 100%, then it cannot be readable. Then I'll make not 100, it is 50% in this case. Okay, one thing else, sometimes in this theme it is not visible, but sometimes there are grids, the grid lines. I remove the grid lines too. If you type grid, here it is this color. For example, if it was some other color, it was visible like this, so it makes noise. No need for this one. I always make this off for the horizontal, and even vertical I make this off, so it will look something like this. The title should start from the left. It is good to start reading any chart from the left and the main chart, and that's okay. So another thing, the space between the charts and around the charts, they should be in they should be same always. It should not be sometimes, for example, there is no space and there is very big space, so they should be always equal. Between these two always it should be equal size. That will look nice. Okay, so this was about this. Another thing, I always create hierarchy and use hierarchy of year, month and day, because I have marked this as a day table. And in any table, we don't have the hidden columns of the year, quarter, month and day. So here I only create one or two hierarchies. I always use them to drill up and drill down. Okay, so now let's create the filter pane. Okay, there is one website to load icon. We can have very good icons for the Power BI. These system icons are good. For example, in the finance we have lots of good icons. We can change the color of this too. For example, if you click this arrow, now it is black. We can use in any color we want. For example, this color, any color we want, we can apply and we can have. So we can download in this GIF format, or there are more formats too. PNG I use. We can use other formats too. So we can find the icon and use here. Here I want to use one filter icon. So insert and button, one blank button, and let's have the size of this 35 by 35, or I think here we can have 40 by 40 is good too. Okay, here in the effects, no, in button, in styles we have fill option. icon, borders, everything should be off. Only we want fill. The color is white. We don't need this one. We need transparent color. So transparent color can be this measure. Transparent RGB color. I want to use this RGB. Zero comma zero comma 0. So red, green and blue should be 0 and the opacity should be 0 2. This is transparent color. Now here if I use the transparent, yeah, now it is good. Fill color this and transparency like this. Now if I here I have filters. Let me show you. Yeah, there are filters. No, here we don't have. Let me download. Okay, so I need his pin J2. Okay, it says there is already. Let me see where is the filter icons. No, we don't have these icons. Let's see with any other name. Okay, this one. I want this as a fit. Transparency 0. Okay, so this transparency should be something like this. RGBA, so this should be RGBA, I think. Yeah, now this is good. Yeah, it should be 0%. This is good now. Okay, here we have the filter icon. So I want when we hover, it should there should be animation again in the style, this time in over state, on over. I will remove the icon and will use the same icon as GIF, and this should be as a fit. This time if I put my mouse, there is like this animation. This is good. Okay, so I do not use 100% transparency. I mostly use 30% transparency. I think it was on our state. Our state should be 0%, but on the default it should be 30%. Now this looks good. Okay, so now I will show you how to create the filter pane and use that one. Again, I will import image. I have this filter pane. You can design in Canva, Photoshop, or something else. Okay, so something like this looks good. And here again I will copy this icon and replace this with something else and format to bring this in the front. At this time I will remove the current icon and fill it with something else, as I have here this one, and this should be as a fit. This is okay, and it should be 100% transparent. This is good. Okay, this is the default. On our I want another icon. This should animate. It is this one, and as a fit, so it will look like this. Okay, so this looks nice. Okay, so this time I will create some filters. The first thing, this date. Okay, here I do not want the background, only I want the values to have a background, something white. This is good. Okay, so further we can have some more. For example, country, it should be drop down, and with not single select, with multi select, and you should have this search option too, to search and select multiple. So same thing here, we don't need the background and we need only the values to have background of white. This is good. Country, this is segment, and this is product. Okay, what we will do, I will select all of them, and as well as this one. We will group them. Click group. Now they are in one group. Okay, so this time I will make 2 bookmarks. View, bookmark, and selection. So the first one, filter on, and second one, filter off. Okay, now in the filter on, I select this group of visuals, and I want selected visuals, and I do not want to this data should be affected. Display and current page is okay. Click update. Now make this off, select, and same thing, data should not be selected, and this is updated. We have filter on and we have filter off. So filter on should be on, updated. Filter off, filter on. Okay, so this time on this button I want action. So if I click, what should it do? It should work on the bookmark. It should go to bookmark off. And what should be the tooltip when we hover the mouse? Close the filter, something we can type. Now if I put my mouse, says close the filter. If I click, it will close. This one, action and bookmark. What bookmark? Filter on. What should be in the tooltip? Filter view or something we can type. This is filter and this is filter closed. Okay, so this was the filter. We can, like this, we can create filters and it works too. Now Canada, select it, and this is all. This is France. We can have everything like this. Okay, for example, if we have some more pages, for example, this is page number 2 or any specific name. So how can we switch? I copy this and I will change from the style on default. What should be the default fill? For example, I want this icon. It should be fit, and this is, we have icon. And on our, again remove, this GIF version fit, so it looks something like this. Another one, again style on default, it should be, for example, this time I will use another one. This is good. Fill, and on hover, GIF fit, and this is okay. On this page I want to make this more visible by changing the default mode of this to be 0% transparency, and here this one I want again. Now let's clicking this one, what should it do? It should go to page, not bookmark, page navigation. Which page? Page number 2. And what should be the tooltip? We can type the name of the page, for example, profit page or profit view, something. This one I want it to be sales summary. Okay, this shows sales summary, and this is profit view. Okay, if I click profit view, it will take us to this page. This time again I will copy it and I will use this on other pages. This time this should be more visible by making this 0% and this 30%. This time I think there is no any action, or there is the old one. It should be page navigation and it should take us to page number 1. This takes us to page 1 and this takes us to page 2. If we had more pages, we could have some more icons like this. Here this is the filter and this is the page. Okay, this time this filter will not work, as we have only 2 bookmarks of page number 1. If I click, it takes us to page 1. So we have to do same thing with this page. This is selection and this is bookmark. We have to make 2 new bookmark. For example, whatever is name of page 2 without filter, and this is page 2 with filter. So without filter, this is okay. This filter group is selected and I will update this bookmark. Here if I make this visible, again select it and make this updated, then here this is without filter and this is filter. What should this do? This time I will change this to page 2 without filter and this one page 2 with filter. This is filter, close filter, page 1, and this is page number 2. And this is okay. So I hope this is easy and clear. So these are some important things. We have to do same thing in all files. The space between and around the charts should be equal size. Here I have done this quickly. The spaces are not in equal size. Secondly, the background and the border of this should not be very eye-catching. You see, I have not used the black or any other color of the borders because those are not important thing. We have to make the most important thing more visible. As the line is important, this is visible, this is visible, this is visible, and others are colors that are not too much eye-catching. So these are important thing. As here we have more icons on any page I have made that more visible and the other pages less visible. So please check this one. If you had any question, let me know.